Hey guys, and welcome back to Cherry Hills. This is episode 3, and in this episode we're going to be working mostly with lumber, with logs, and getting some industrial facilities up and running. So here we are back down at the tree nursery, and kind of had mentioned in the last episode that I wanted to try to get back down here and see the tree pallets as the nursery was making them. So here we go. We have one pallet already made, and we've got another pallet partially 41% done. And as these pallets are made, they will slide on the conveyors, and when the next pallet gets made, this first pallet will hit the sell point and will just auto sell. So we also have a our Case Titan fertilized spreader or sprayer, spreader, working over here in field 19. Finishing up the fertilization, the second level of fertilization on this field. So we'll just run over here and tag along and take a ride back to the farm. Looks like we just got a couple passes left. In fact, we'll just go ahead and do those. And then we will jump up to our lumber facilities where we left our truck at the last episode, because it seemed like we had to bail out the sprayer every time it made a turn. I'm still not sure what the deal was with that sprayer, because it ran that course twice without any other issue before we recorded. But I did update the more realism mod, so I think maybe that somehow threw that particular sprayer off. Alright, so that's that field. 19 was the only grass field that we had from the start. Like I said in the previous episode, I think we're going to make field number 1 grass once we pull the sugar beets off of it. So you can really hear when the engine goes down a hill, the speed up of the engine as it tries to do some engine braking. So each of those tree sapling pallets is 3,000 liters or 3,000 units, and our pricing currently for tree pallets is $537 per thousand. So each pallet should bring us about $1,500. That's not too bad for simply giving it compost, which we made from the straw harvest from the wheat, and manure, which of course we have with our cattle, and then water, which we bought out of that pond. I think it was a pay. I don't know. It might have been free. But either way, we pulled all of those resources out. Fairly easy to get those resources, and $1,500 per pallet isn't that bad of a deal with respect to how much effort we actually had to put into them. So we're going to park our Titan here in this bay, and we are, like I said, we're not going to go for super realistic here. We are going to teleport up here to our sawmill area. So we have 2 industries here at the sawmill, and of course we have the log sales. Down here we have Taffy's Tables, and they take logs and they produce table pallets. So we'll be able to get some logs in here on this episode. And then we have Bill's Joinery, which appears to make 3 products. Let's see if we can find the information screen for Bill's Joinery. Oh, I got up in the rafters. So there it is. So Bill's Joinery takes logs and makes pallets, barrels, and cargo boxes. So let's go on and get up in here and cut us up some trees. So we want to turn on our harvester. We want to change our cut length to 8 meters is the longest that this will cut. And we're just going to start with this log tree and work our way around, get a little bit of a clearing. Oh. So the tree fell in our timber pond and just sold. So we didn't get much wood out of that tree, or much money. Let's fix course play so it doesn't pop up constantly. We're not quite lined up. There we go. Let's back up this tree real quick. Don't sell, don't sell, don't sell. Oh! Alright, we're not going to cut those because they're too close. So I don't really know how many trees it's going to take to fill up these particular items. So we're going to cut 6 trees and see how that fares. And our log trailer is an auto load trailer, so we're just going to, for convenience, just try to stack them up here with some level of order. So that's 2 trees. We got 4 more. Oops. It's a little shorter of a tree. Let's see if we take this tree on at a different angle, if we have a better job of getting it. Alright. So it's what? That's 1, 2, 3 trees. Is that 4 trees? It's 4 trees. That seemed to work pretty good with cutting in this way. So have you all seen the forestry only maps? If so, what do y'all think of the just doing forestry only maps? They seem to be a little interesting to me, but you know, overall it's to make full use of the forestry maps, you've got to use custom machinery, and there's not a lot of custom machinery out there. And the custom machinery that is out there for forestry exclusiveness isn't really the best quality stuff. All right, we're gonna do one more and see what kind of a load that gets us. Alright, let's jump over here to our truck. Our nice Mack truck here. We're going to load on the left side. Auto load is B. Okay. Let's auto load up our logs here. Looks like we'll have to get a little bit closer. Piece of wood here to grab. Alright, strap that down. Alright, now let's see how much these industries take. Let's start, I guess let's start with our table. And let's see if that's full. Oops. Alright, so we're at 94% full. That's basically full, I guess. Means it won't take any more logs. So let's go ahead and empty the rest of our logs over here. Alright. Now let's see how full that one is. That one's half full, so let's cut some more trees because we're going to also take a load down to another lumber processing plant. So if we can get multiple guys running, then we'll get multiple industries running. We really don't have anything else to do at the moment. And that's because we're waiting on field 2 to have a growth cycle so that we can fertilize. And we can't fertilize field 3 again until it has another growth cycle. And the same with field 19. So field 19 could do with one more level of fertilization. But we'll basically need to wait until we have a growth cycle, which probably won't happen until late this game day, or maybe even overnight. Must have left the truck running over there, because I hear kind of dueling. Yeah, I can see the exhaust. You see our sawmill running in there now. It's animated. I don't know if there's any animation for our table pallets. All right, come on. Oh, I'm not on you yet. There we go. We got that's 4 trees. We went with 6 last time, so let's do 9 trees and see how that works out. Tree number 5. This is 6. Yep. Just a few more. This is 7. Alright, come on. Not sure why you're not wanting to cut. So I will take a couple more of these trees and then we'll be done. So the auto-load trailers in the Ponzi here, that makes pretty quick work of lumber operations. But I don't know how realistic it would be to have a tree harvester like this on a farm. We'll cut one more after this and then we will call it done. So you see one of our pallets is sold, 1,567 in harvest income. It's probably one of those sapling pallets. Last tree here. So the building in front of us looks a lot like the sawmill that's in front of it that does the 3 products. But that sawmill in front of us is dead. It doesn't do anything. It's just decoration. Alright. So let's turn this thing off. Let's park it back here. And let's get our truck, which is over here. Alright, start auto load. It's on the left, so we'll need to turn around. Let's change sides. Okay, let's change sides again. Turn the straps off. We want to be on the right side. Alright, looks like we're pretty much got the load we're going to need. So let's take this by here, and then we'll run this down to the other lumber facility. Oops, alright. Just getting cab for this trip in this beautiful Mac. Oh, there goes a There goes our train. So before we go too far, we want to let's look at our lumbers, what we're producing here. So there's the first pallet, table. Here we have a pallet of barrels, a pallet of boxes, and a pallet of pallets. Alright, so this is now full at 50,000 liters, right? No. 150,000. Huh. Alright. Let's see what kind of logging facilities we have down at the other area, which is down by field 2. We don't see a tree coming. I can see the straps in the mirror, so we don't have to worry about strapping this down. Alright. So I don't know if you all have seen this Mack truck. It's a really nice model. Really nice truck. Got some really nice animations to it. We've got a couple of these on this farm. Let's try not to tip the trailer here. So right now we've got a few lumber industries up and running. I want to try to find and see if we've got something that will work with compost, because we've got a fair amount of compost at the farm, and we've got to figure out how to use it. I know we can use compost with a manure spreader to put on the fields, but at this point our fields are pretty much fertilized, and manure spreaders, they don't stay in product too terrible long. And I think this is not our stop. Alright, we got a ways to go yet. So I think we would need a whole lot of more product than we have if we were going to use compost in a manure spreader. I know on Pine Cove Farm there was an industry that made compost pallets and auto sold those pallets. So we'll have to see if we can find that, if that's on this map. I know we can take compost to the BGA, and we'll probably do that simply so we can start getting digestate, because I know that there's a machine up at the BGA that converts digestate to fuel and fertilizer, and we can start storing that fertilizer and fuel down at the farm. Alright, so this must be our secondary logging facility. Let's see if we get out of cab. I don't see a train coming. So here we have a wood chipper. Looks like we have that same industry here that does those three products, and then we have a traditional pallet sawmill here. So let's but the pallet sawmill will take wood chips, so we need to get the wood chipper up and running. Alright, so that took almost the whole load. And let's get our wood chipper up and running so we can get wood chips. And next time we do a load of lumber, we'll have to bring it down here and get our pallet factory up and running. So let's see here. Do we have the right side unload? Let's unload. Z. Alright. So let's see, I don't think that takes anything other than just logs. Yep, that just takes logs and makes wood chips. Alright, so until next time, guys, I'll see you. Happy farming. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I encourage you to check out the links in my description for other great YouTube action for Farm Sim. And I know a couple of those other guys do some other simulation-based gaming like Truck Sim. So that might be something you might want to check out. And then I encourage you to check out the PCSG network. They're one of the friendliest groups of guys out on the internet. And then also check out the 3 Dudes Gaming Network. I will be posting exclusive early access videos once a week to that particular website for forum members. So I encourage you to sign up there and give that a check out. And like I said, until next time, happy farming.